Here we go. We are right back at it. Because that is how we roll. We don't let ourselves get discouraged. Not a good night for poker, but that's okay. Is up just slightly. Okay. So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to play on TWINSPIRES. We are going to bet Australia, and we will hit Australia because we are determined to do so. We are here. That is what we are here to do. Crack some heads at Australia. We have the old $100 bullet left. We have our updated streaming setup. So let me get that set up. Get that here.
Try chance today.
Later on, you'd love to win the Luskin Star with Graf. Is he ready?
Certainly ready. He's certainly overdue, I'd suggest.
Maybe we'll bet.
He looks to get the right run. Trained on well for not nice enough first up run, so certainly gets his chance today.
And Delectation Girl, if she was ever to win a good race here in Australia, this could be it.
She's been racing really well without luck. Well, when I say luck, she's a back marker who just needs a few things to go her way.
All right, here we go. Everything looks pretty.
A little more closer run in transit, and
everything looks pretty. We're going to start handicapping. We got Australia 3B is coming up. I may not be able to get to your chats as well as I like here, or as often as I'd like, but we're going to do our best to make sure everything goes smoothly here. Should definitely at least go better than how poker went. So, actually, I need to update that. Sorry, while it's fresh in my mind. Poker results. Recent poker results, because we are definitely like 18th. We're definitely like 18th of 18. $25. Now it's just 20. Yeah, we were 18th of 18. Womp womp. So let's go back to we got everything set up here. It's post time from Australia. Probably not going to be able to get a bet in here, but yeah, there's no 5-minute delay on the horse stream. So if you're making $10, what am I making $10 at? Speaking of $10, there is a referral link for TWINSPIRES. Let's see, it should be in the should be somewhere in here, but there we go. Referral link. This one's different than the regular referral links. Usually referral links have all kinds of weird specifications, but for TWINSPIRES, all you do is sign up, and you can make like a $5 deposit, and once you make your first bet, I, the referrer, get $10, and you, the referee, get $10. So just like that, everyone gets like a couple free bets. There's also for brand new players on TWINSPIRES, if you sign up, there's also like very good sign up bonuses, like something like $100 to $500, like matching deposits, stuff like that. It's not as good as like offshore casinos, but for legal casinos that actually pay you very fast, it's I shouldn't say legal casinos, but for a legal wagering site that actually pays very fast, it's very nice, very nice. So let me just kind of glance here at this Australia race, just to see if there's something kind of interesting. Looks like the prices are coming in pretty big at all at A, B, C, and D, so that'll be pretty good. While this is racing, let me try the alternative. Yeah, Zach, that's the kid. So you can do this.
Across the Rubicon the outside, and McCurra's three back the inside. 350 out, and Bellevue Star showed the way from
This horse right behind looks like he's got a chance here, right here in the middle. Uh-oh, he's flat.
Getting chased to Bellevue Star and Marbusha, but McCurra went bang inside the 100 metres, really starting to extend now, and McCurra won it by a length and a half to Marbusha. Third goes to either Bellevue Star or
I'll tell ya.
then Sonsi and Newsreader.
Hell, it's tough to handicap them even when you're even when you're in the middle of watching them. It's hard to figure out who's going to win. That's the joy of Australia. There is a ton of horses every race. Big payoff if you can figure it out. Big payoff. All right, let's go back to the drawing board here. What do we got coming up? We got Australia C coming up, which is Flemington. All Rose Hill, Flemington. These are metro tracks, what they call them, which are the tip-top class tracks in Australia. So I'm just going to glance at what the results were in the first couple races. 8-2-4, 7-1 shot from the 9-hole. Okay. And then the second race was an 8-1-4. 18-1 shot from the inside by our buddies Hayes and Dabernig. All right, so now for the third race, we have soft going, and the race is a mile with the turf being soft. Delete that. Check what's going on. Right, 3C. So I'm going to try to do more focused information here. When I see something that really jumps out, I'm going to talk about it as opposed to kind of just talking through like everything. All right, so we're looking at the 1 right now. Big thing here, he has no soft track form. So he's a question mark there. He's gone the mile before and looked okay. Maybe looked a little short early on, but won a big race 2 back on the mile at 51-1 to boot. Two horse, 2/3 out of 3 on the soft going. The only soft going race on the horse's form lines is back here. Had an outside post and looked pretty ordinary. Not one we'd be amped to jump on real quick. 3. Excuse me. He hasn't gone a mile before. Has won on the soft track. Too much of a question mark going the mile. Ford doesn't have any soft track experience. Come second race off a layoff. The 2 races before, at the end of last year, looked really solid. I mean, it's safe to say if the horse comes back, you know, the heavy races on heavy are always really difficult to compare. You always want 99% of the time you just want to throw them out as any kind of indicators for anything. So Michael D's also ridden the horse before. First lifetime start back there. Oh, looks pretty good there. Looks pretty good. 7-1, 5-1 now. Worthwhile price. 5 horse, no soft track form. Hasn't gone the mile either. Probably have to wait this one out. 6, Craig Williams, always a threat when he's riding a horse. 2 for 3, winning on the soft track. Only soft track loss was last race, which was a grade 2. So pretty big class, pretty big class race. Still wasn't too far back. They're betting as a favorite, probably almost exclusively because Craig Williams is riding. I'm not sold that the 6 is worth the win bet. 7, good soft track form. Terrible on the good track, but good on the soft track. Hasn't looked too great. It's really weird which horse is going to show up. Horse gets way far back and comes flying at the end. Has been in really large field races. Hard to gauge. Like 19 to 1's probably too short of a price. Like 30 to 1 would be a worthwhile flyer there. Tough sell. 8 horse, 1 soft track race was 2 starts back and a stakes. Tough to. Looks okay, but doesn't look like he has a talent to hang with some of these in this field. 9. Another one that likes to come from way far back. 1 third place on the soft going, hard to gauge. Probably ran an okay race in that big stakes 2 starts back. 10 and 11 are scratch. 12's probably too slow. 13, not bad, but would need to show more. 14, probably a touch too slow. To 15's way out of this one. And 4 has every reason in the world to come back and show up in this race. Has a good racing style. It's going to be up there close. There's a lot of back markers in this field. Bet them, or we watch one? We'll watch this one. We'll watch this one.
With Don't Tell the Boss showing pace is merited to dispute the lead with Sensation. Top Pins is right behind those horses. The one on the inside, and then came out deeper Florent. About a length away next, trying to improve her position is Liberate. Next from Charlie's Delightful Hustler, Don't Tell the Boss, Flanders Rain, Oriental Lily, and Chloe's Day is at the back. Past Chiquita Lodge now at the 1100 metres. Sensation the leader, 3/4 merited. A length and a half away third. The inside is the one. They were followed by Top Pins. In that group of horses is Florent travelling around those fillies. A length Liberate, and it's an even speed, and Liberate just wants it over and done with. Charlie's next on the inside from November Dreaming. About a length Delightful Hustler, Oriental Lily, Don't Tell the Boss, Flanders Rain second last, and Chloe's Day is at the back. Approaching the turn, 650 metres to go. Sensation led by a length. 2 in second, Merited. Florent out deeper. Then the one, Top Pins behind those horses. Liberate's tracking into it. Then Charlie's November Dreaming cluttered up from Delightful Hustler. Charlie's hunts the rails. Don't Tell the Boss, and Flanders Rain a long way back as they sprint up at the 350. Sensation first grab by Merited. Florent the outside. Liberate's chiming in. Top Pins, Charlie's behind those. November Dreaming runs on. So as they reach the 150, Florent and Liberate together. Charlie's back to the inside. It's Liberate, Merited. Charlie's driving up on the inside. Liberate just beat Charlie.
Wow. Exciting race there. We did the correct thing. We laid off the race. The four was prominent, but they went a little too fast on the front, and they were swallowed up by a handful of runners. I think the 5 was on the rail, 851 maybe, 815. Good effort by the 8. We'll glance and see what he...
Echo, set pilot to 100.
Okay, alright. Let's go back to...
I don't know. Do you have a special bulb in the light so it can be connected to Alexa?
What? Yeah, it's a smart bulb.
It's a smart bulb.
I'm still streaming, so we're gonna know that. Okay.
What? I'm here to irritate you now.
I see that.
How was the poker?
Yeah, the poker sucked.
Did you lose? Did you get out already?
Yeah, I'm out. I played 2 tournaments. I'm out of both. Alright, well, let's look at the A race. Gold Coast. Let's see if we'll glance at Charlestown really quick, see if they got anything of particular interest in here. If you're watching the stream yesterday, you'll notice we were throwing some hate on Michael Jones Jr. He had some favorites that looked absolutely terrible. They're going 6.5 allowance race. Let's look what the old Brisnet ratings have. 2's a top pick in with a hot jockey. Underlaid, so the public's betting. The public's on board. Pace. What have the other races look like? That's what I'm interested in. Training wise, which trainers have been hot tonight? 10-7. Bombs away in that one. So John McKee already has a couple wins on tonight, which is interesting. His horse is also 3rd in the place pool and 3rd in the show pool. 2 has a comical amount of money in the show pool on him. Not like a crazy negative pool type thing, but more than you would expect, to put it plainly. That's kind of weird. Alright, well, let's fire up the trial sale program and see if anything jumps out. Race 8. What do we got? We got the 1. Coming off a win, coming off an extended playoff. Never a big fan of that. 2, 1 last time out. Bronco stable. What you would expect from the horse from the Bronco stable. Lots of first, seconds, and thirds. Has been out of the money once. You know, through various extended layoffs and such. And 2 definitely looks good. Three horse who there's a couple scratches here. 4, 7, and 10 are scratched. Certainly something to the effect of 2 versus 3, 6 looks like it's worth a go. We're probably gonna get shut out here. We'll just play it for $1. We're gonna get shut out? Oh no, we got it in, okay. Got our little baby bet in. A little wimpy baby bet.
Zulu Dancer, special thing. Lashoni sticking to the rail, then Merlin's Magic and Barefoot Stone Motherless last. Shy Jin giving a sight at odds. Heads down towards the 200 in front. Lope for Joy trying to make ground. Amicidia chiming in. So too Round Mountain Jim. Zapora still there. And Lashoni getting out late. Good finish coming up. Here's Amicidia on the outside. Finishing too well. Amicidia beat home Shy Jin, who was game in defeat. Lashoni third and Zapora fourth. Then Lope for Joy, followed by Round Mountain Gem. Then came at the head of the others Flaunt, followed by Golden Lily, Special Thing, Barefoot, Zulu Dancer, and Celis didn't fire a...
All right. Would have been nicer to get shut out of that Charlestown race. We got it in. Like I said, we weren't trying to go do anything too crazy. Remington, well, you might as well just check that out really quick. Remington Park.
2 left.
Watch the old quarter horse race.
Lovely Cuvée is up. Just waiting on number 12, Relentless Jess. slow start for special. Candy Kisses away sharply. Inside, that's Nice Socks, Miss Hawks. RJ Littlest Talk right there. Coming on now, Barbie Tails also moving up. Lakshmi Jane from the far outside. Relentless Jazz reaching down, finding more. Nice Socks, Ms. Hawks by a long neck. Photo coming up for the place show and fourth. Looked like RJ Littlest Talk might have held second. Number one, Nice Socks, Ms. Hawks first. Second was number 2, RJ Littlest Talk. Third on the far outside, the 12, Relentless Jess. Fourth, number 8, Lakshmi J. 1, 2, 12, 8. 300 yards in 15.594 seconds. 1, 2, 12, 8.
Okay, we got Australia B coming up. Again, let me just kind of give the rundown to you what the results were of the previous races. Very important at Australia to be aware of, if a trainer, trainer has a good stock being sent out, or if if inside posts are no good, or the outside, or if it's closers, that sort of thing. Definitely gives you a leg up. First race ran 3:8:10. Second race ran 1:8:3. Excuse me, last race ran 1:47. Four and six are scratched, so it's a 5-horse field. Plenty of time to get the rundown on this small field. So the 1 horse coming off a win last time on the good track. Ran 8th, going 6 furlongs in the heavy. Probably just never picked up ground. Ran second, first start of the year. 6 furlongs on the soft one. With a nice effort, closed up for second. Just barely missed out. Looks to be better, stretching out to 7 furlong race at the end of last year, grade 1. Just not good enough. Lost to the same set of horses twice in a row. has had bad posts in the last two also. Definitely looks like he's tough. We'll have to check the rest of the field just to see comparatively how good the one is. Well, the two's worst race was on the soft track. That wasn't very good. Even if you excuse that race, the two may still be a step behind the one. Maybe. Went all the way down to a benchmark field last time and still couldn't collect the win, so that makes it decidedly iffy. 3 Bandersnatch. Here's the speed here. Went right to the lead in that last start. Just gave it up on the wire. Before that, had shown promise at won 3 of 4, including a second against easier. 1 for 1 on the soft track. Second race off a layoff. And the horse is going to be cranking on the front. Let's see if there's going to be anyone who's going to go with it. Well, probably isn't going to be the 5. 5's just circled the field in the last in her last race. 2 starts back though, ran against a grade 3 field and just got beat basically. Gets a 5-pound allowance because it's a filly against the boys, but it's gonna be a really tough go. Didn't look good the only time against a field of possibly this quality. Alright, then we have the 7. Yeah, 7's just too slow for this bunch. Definitely an impressive race last time. Probably has talent and probably has the ability to win some good races, but not this one and probably not now. Very interesting bunch here. The small field makes it really interesting field. Man, the 3 looks like he can be really tough here. I want to look at the last race. That was a 5.5. Let's see if there's another 7 furlong race. And the second race was a 1.5 miles. That's not going to tell us anything. Alright, your first race was 7.5, and the 3 won it. Perfect pitch. We got 3-8 big prices. Perfect pitch. Wasn't a deep closer. Probably came from midfield or so. 8 was also a closer. 10 ran third. He was also a closer. Alright, so Costello, who won the second. That probably horse was on speed. Well, 1.5 miles doesn't really give you a good idea necessarily of how they're racing in the sprints. The one was inside 1-4. Third race coming in 1-4 something. 1-4-7. So yeah, we're not getting any deep information from there. So I mean, basically the $15 question is, what kind of kick can the 3 offer? 3's going to be able to conduct it almost any way he wants to, and is he going to be able to outrun the 1? That's the question, because I don't really see anyone else being particularly up close in here. It's a tough little bunch. Tough little bunch. I like the 3 though. The 3's just gonna have so much his own way. If he can offer a kick, I mean, it's the winner. Get that bet in. We're too late. Shut out.
Narrow leader from Dawn Passage is right up there. Then came True Detective from Rocket Clock, and Air to Wear is the last one. So it's Bandersnatch in front, and Dawn Passage. Hieronymus is quite keen here to really keep tabs of the front runner. True Detective takes the sit behind them in third. Then Rocket Clock is one off the fence. And Air to Wear facing the toughest task of her brief career as last of all. So it's Bandersnatch jogging in the lead by a half to 3/4 Dawn Passage. Then True Detective from Rocket Clock, and 2 off to Air to Wear. They've got 800 metres to run. Just a field of 5 in the English 3-year-old Guineas, and Bandersnatch held together a half in front to Dawn Passage, the short price favourite. Then True Detective, the filly Rocket Clock, is right up the heels there of the favourite as they approach the home turn, and Glenboss starting to feel for her. Just taking closer order, and Air to Wear is last of all. It's Bandersnatch held together by a half, 3/4 on Dawn Passage, coming a bit deep, and out 2 further back to Rocket Clock, and True Detective's got a mile of room to go through. Bandersnatch being joined by Dawn Passage, and the favourite takes the lead of the 200. Rocket Clock's a length off, and the filly's trying hard. It's Dawn Passage in front from Rocket Clock. Dawn Passage, the colt, going strongly though, and Dawn Passage kept going. It's going to win the Guineas.
Wow, look at the 7 horse.
Really well in third. Beat True Detective home, and
Wow.
Bandersnatch the leader finished last.
Okay.
Wow.
Passage first. Adam Hieronymus for Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. Rocket Clock second, John O'Shea, Glenn Boss. And Air to Wear has got into a placing. Just wanted to duck out after the line. Air to Air's run third. Jason Collett and Jason Coyle look to be overachieving there. 1, 5, 7 and 2.
Yeah, he rode him like a good thing. He kept the pressure on. He wanted to...
Yeah, that was a good ride by the 1. Didn't let the 3 get out of his sights. So he saved money. Very good. Very good for us. We like that. Now we can go spend some money at Charlestown. See if we can come up with something. Something. Anything. Help? I'm gonna go grab a drink right quick. Eventually, this will probably be a horse betting stream more than a poker stream once the Rona is all done. All right, let's see if we can come up with something at Charlestown. 4.5 furlong maiden race. All right, no scratches. Besides 1 through 10, no scratches. Although all eligibles are out. Interesting race by the 3. He's bumped twice at the start, still finished 3rd from the 6th hole. That was going 6.5. Oh, this is interesting. The dam has 3 winners from 4 starters, and one of them is a stakes winner. And this is for a training outfit that has been getting the job done, so definitely interesting one there. Eight's getting some love here, makes sense. Trainer does well with maidens and first-time starters. Sire's okay with first-time starters also. We'll try the 4 here. We'll give it a go. Four with the 6, 8. Sneak the 9 in there as a price. Let's go. I don't know if you saw that. It looked like the five is loose at Charlestown, and it's just running around. See if we can come up with something at the Gold Coast. 6 furlongs. Class 6. Alright, the 2 hasn't raced since 2018, but it's a heavy favorite. Alright. So 3, 4, and 5 are scratched. The 6. Six is very interesting, mainly because of how versatile the horse is. So the horse went gate to wire here at Gold Coast. Next race, sat last and ran second at a big price, and then stayed middle of the pack and ran fourth in the last race. So Orman has 2 wins and 3 starts on the horse also, so horse likes the track. Good track, seems okay. Looks like they're enamored with it too. I mean, what else can you do coming off with a horse coming off a 2-year layoff? And you got a toss. You can't back that confidently. Alright, 7 horse, 1 for 1 at the Gold Coast. Mark Curry had a winner last night at Gold Coast who looked really good, also coming off a win. So stable's probably firing pretty good. Makes this horse all the more playable. Horse already looks good. Won that race first off a layoff, comes back. Actually drops 5 pounds. I mean, has been just in the money or winning. I mean, has been winning and in the money at the last, 7 starts. Looks pretty good. We'll get the audio up on Charlestown. Yeah. 8 looks like he's going to be far back. The 9's kind of yucky. That's funny. He tossed the jockey and then he just kind of trotted around a little bit, didn't even try to bolt or anything. It was just like, yeah. It's like, yeah, get that guy off of me. And now there's some more in the gate that are acting up. This 12 looks really interesting in Australia. Definitely looks great the last 2. Oh, this wasn't worth a bet. Alright guys, I'm going to turn off the stream. I'm getting a little tired here. Probably may fire it up actually tomorrow afternoon. A lot of tracks are opening up again, and we only fired $5 of our bullet, so we got plenty of bullet left to spare for tomorrow. We'll wake up refreshed, and we will see if we can give it a go. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you for viewing, and I will see you